Alright, let's do a video solution to the problem that I posted on Twitter yesterday. I'm going to use, I'll tell you what I'm using here. This is a Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I'm using the S Pen right now on a piece of software called Recordable as a screencast. It's slow and laggy. A new version is coming out later this month. Anyway, here we go. So the question I posted on Twitter, the challenge for Valentine's Day 2014 was how many ways to make, how many ways to make 16 cents using pennies, nickels, dimes. And I gave about 60 seconds. If you want to improve your performance and prepare to score the highest you can, then you need to practice a lot of these. First accuracy and then your timing. So start with maybe a minute and a half, then go to a minute, then go to 45 seconds, and then even 30 seconds for these kinds of questions, which are basically elementary school challenge problems. And for high school students, more a question of how to perform under pressure. The organizational approach to this, the making of an organized list, is very powerful, and the student should be accustomed to it. So we can start with a dime, make a chart, nickel, penny. And so we can start with one dime, one nickel, one penny. Draw a line, separate it. My handwriting is sloppy, so it makes sense for me to do that. If you want, you can even count it. Notice we keep the dime, trade the nickel for 6 pennies, so we drop this column and increase this column by 5, so that's 2 ways. And so on. Now we've exhausted the combinations involving a dime, so we move to no dimes. Notice I go to the maximum number of the next coin. That's critical for this organizational approach. Students can do this in a haphazard way, and youngsters, when they first start doing this, they're doing it with, they're acting it out with coins, and as they develop, they become more organized. And there are stages of that, and some children are way ahead, and some children developmentally need more time to catch up to that. 3 nickels and a penny, and 2 nickels. Again, trade a nickel for pennies, so we have 2 nickels and 6 pennies. Up to 4 ways. And I'm sure you can see we're almost done here. Nickel and 11 pennies. And finally, no dimes, no nickels, 16 pennies, for a total of 6 ways to make 16 cents. Whether it's elementary school, middle school, or high school, students need to experience these kinds of problems. You'll find them in many of the newer programs, but it's important they experience this on a regular basis and develop these strategies until they become routine and commonplace. You know, back in the day, these were questions you would only see on a 4th grade math contest or a 6th grade math contest. Teachers can make up their own, or students can make up their own. You know, go to 24 cents. Practice as many of these as you can. It doesn't only have to involve coins. Students should understand that this type of organizational approach applies to many other problems involving how many ways. Thank you. I'm going to close this and go back to Recordable.